regular Sudoku, each row has the digits from 1 to 9 with no duplicates. Each column has the digits from 1 to 9 with no duplicates. And each 3 by 3 square has the digits from 1 to 9 with no duplicates. The difference with Sandwich Sudoku is that there are numbers to the left of each row and the top of each column. The numbers on the left tell what the digits between the 1 and the 9 will add up to. The numbers on the top tell what in this column the digits between the 1 and the 9 will add up to. So, for starting out, I have 1, and in this row, the 1 and the 9 are right next to each other. So the first thing I want to do is find every spot that cannot be a 1 or a 9. So in this row, the 9 could be here or here, but not in these areas. And in this column, the digits between the 1 and the 9 add up to 14. That can be done with 2, 3, or 4 digits. So the 9 could be here or here or here or here. And now I will go around and see what else I can find out. Okay, 6, 0, 13. Okay, for this 22, the 8 will be in the sandwich, so cross those out. 0. You know what this 0 means? The 1 and the 9 are right next to each other. So if the 9 is right here, the 1 would have to be here or here, which means it can't be because there's already a 1 in this square. So the 9's right there. And I already looked here. In this column, the digits between the 1 and the 9 add up to 13. That can be done with 2 or 3 6, 7, 8. They can all be here. This row already has an 8. So this could be 5, 6, 7. This could be 5, 6, 7, 8. Since I have the 5, 6, 7, 8, the rest in this column will be 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and So